not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. Don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. Run it up. Run it up. Run it up.
Today, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's a special New Year's Day edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see the Washington Commanders taking on the Cleveland Browns.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Cleveland Browns and the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Washington team as they enter play here. They come in at 15-0, one win short of a perfect regular season.
And it's something we've only seen a couple of times. Miami in 1972, New England in 2007. We know they're not going to mail it in. They're going to go for it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by Deshaun Watson. Of course, he won a national title at Clemson and already has 3 Pro Bowls under his belt in the National Football League.
And he's been, in my mind, the best player in the NFL at this point of the season. And I think if you polled folks with a ballot, and I certainly have one, I think they'd say he's a front runner for MVP. So now it comes down to finishing out the season strong. And a good game here would certainly strengthen his case.
First play, Watson to the air. Throw complete to Bell. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Off of play action, it's Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jonathan Allen, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3-and-out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And it's fielded at the 34. Oh, able to avoid. Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it. The big fella. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
And he's been, in my mind, the best player in the NFL at this point of the season. And I think if you polled folks with a ballot, and I certainly have one, I think they'd say he's the front runner for MVP. So now it comes down to finishing out the season strong. And a good game here would certainly strengthen his case.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And the last drive, their 1st drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st. He'll look to throw. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here's Corey Bojorquez to punt this thing away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. As the Commanders make their way out on offense, let's take a peek at the playoff picture in the NFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position #1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season, because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
Another nice game, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver, that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run with Gibson.
But he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's what I'm talking about.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Brian Robinson Jr. with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 17 carries, 83 yards, and a touchdown.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Chubb. A solid stiff arm. A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And Chubb will try the middle here. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And some space here. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw